In studio right now is Vige Barrie, and she's from Hamilton College. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to see you.
Good to see you. Did I just hear you say that it's going to be 70 degrees and sunshine over your shoulder?
I'm dreaming about those days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought I heard that.
dreaming about it. We're in that mode. You get past Christmas, I'm good with the snow. You get past Christmas, now we're past the 15th. Once you get past that Super Bowl, I'm yearning for sunshine.
Yeah. Well, 40 and cloudy is going to seem like 70 and sunny.
Yeah. And if you think about it, think about what we dealt with last week. It was almost 65 degrees last week. Of course, it was backed with rain and flooding, which wasn't all that nice. All right, you have a big week coming up, a big weekend coming up.
We do.
At Hamilton. Let's talk a little bit about the history of hockey at Hamilton College.
Well, the weekend is February 8th to 11th, and it's celebrating not only hockey at Hamilton, but hockey in the Mohawk Valley, because it was Albert Prettyman who brought hockey to the area. And the celebration is called Thank You, Albert Prettyman. Long name. But if you go to
results,
that
though.
website, Thank You, Albert Prettyman. .com. But he brought hockey in 1917 to Clinton, and then it grew from there. He was the Hamilton coach. He was also an Olympic committee member and an Olympic coach. And the great story that I was telling you the other day was he brought most people don't realize that hockey wasn't always part of the Olympics. In 1936, it was only the fourth time that it was part of the Olympics, and it was all college players, and it was mostly Ivy League players, Princeton, Yale, Harvard. And Prettyman, though, was the coach, and he was the Hamilton coach. And the goalie on the team, who was an Ivy League player, got sick, so he invited the Hamilton goalie to come with him as the stand-in in case the goalie didn't recover. So they went over to Germany, and they were preparing for the game. And the Hamilton coach happened to be the Hamilton goalie was the only one who spoke German because he had taken German classes at Hamilton. Yeah. Hitler wanted to come visit the American hockey team before they played Germany in the first round. So Hitler walked in and apparently was very officious and said in German to the team that Germany will always beat America.
Wow.
And the goalie from Hamilton had been appointed the translator, and he turned to Hitler, and this is a college student, and said to Hitler, Germany will not beat America in hockey, and Germany will never beat America. And the ironic part about that story is that...
what year is this again?
1936.
Wow.
And
this is just before the invasions.
World War I.
Yeah.
Two.
Two.
And so they won the game. They came in third in the Olympics. They won the bronze medal behind England and Canada. But the neat little twist to that story is that same student who spoke German became a medic during World War II and went on to medical school. But as a medic, he was on the Normandy beach during the invasion of Normandy.
Oh,
and so he was very much helping to defeat Germany along the way.
Yeah, that is an incredible story.
Yeah.
And
did we win that game, by the way?
Yes.
We won that game.
We won that
1-0. And apparently it was terrible. It was outside and it was terrible weather. And
don't you remember Al Michaels called the game? Do you believe in miracles? Don't you remember that?
It was one of those Olympics.
It's so funny how sports, though, and politics and world affairs all weave
even
together.
That 80 game, even that 80
1980
game.
was that was a great example of that. And then the tie-in with such a tie-in with Hamilton, and that's really, really cool.
But part of this whole celebration is to collect those stories. And if you go to that website, people can add their stories to the website. And there's a great one from 1947. Someone entered that at Clinton High School, the team used to take the milk train to Lake Placid to compete up until 1947 when they got regular transportation. But they talked about all the milk runs they made as they went up to Lake Placid. Can you imagine?
That is amazing. I like to tell the story, and maybe you know it, and you could tell it maybe differently than I have, but I like to tell the story about how Syracuse University got their colors, the orange colors, and it started at Hamilton College. Do you know this story?
No.
If you dig in, you'll find this story. But it was after might have been a football game, and because it goes the rivalry between Hamilton College and Syracuse way back before college sports became what it is today was a big rivalry, and Syracuse's colors were what? Pink and green or something like that.
Rose pink and azure blue.
And as the it might have been a track and field event, to be honest with you. And as the players were exiting Hamilton College, students at Hamilton were making fun of the colors. On the train ride back to Syracuse, leaving Union Station, the Syracuse players going back to Syracuse, that is when they decided they were going to go to the university and say, we cannot keep these colors. We're being made fun of. So Syracuse's orange came out of Hamilton College.
Wow.
Look that story up. I'm pretty sure it's true.
And it was track and field.
It was track and field.
Yep.
So
wow.
There are stories all over.
Interesting.
So this hockey event, again, the website for people to get on.
Thank you, Albert Prettyman.
Okay.
And we'll have another Olympic star and NHL player, Guy Hebert, who was a Hamilton student and also played with the Anaheim Ducks 10 years in the NHL. He'll be coming back, too, for a presentation at 2:30 on Saturday. And all these events are free with the exception of a fundraiser on Thursday night, but you can get that information on the website.
Great for hockey fans, especially if you love the history of hockey. And if you love politics, the Karl Rove Axelrod thing was amazing, and I love the fact that you try to bring this new series that you guys are doing, where you're bringing in it's a debate fashion, where you bring in two different sides, and now it's the battle of the Rices.
Yes,
that's coming up.
Susan Rice and Condoleezza Rice.
That's going to be
11th.
Could that be any more topical than it is right now?
Exactly.
Those are all free, right?
They're all free.
How people can contact the university or the college.
We'll have that information out in March because the event isn't until April, but we'll get it out especially to you.
Okay, cool.
It's more of an open discussion, I feel.
Yes, it's an open discussion.
I'm anticipating them fighting. That's what I'm. No, I thought if anybody was going to go at it head to head, it was going to be Axelrod and Rove, and with a couple of jabs here and there, in good fun. It was an awesome, amazing event, and I anticipate this one's going to be just the same. So
we hope so too.
All right, nice.
Thank you very much.
Great job. Thank you so much, Vige.